Yeah! Get up!
What is up, everybody? I just got back from our little trip to the Beehive State, which is Utah. Spent most of our time in the Lehigh area. Actually, got a chance to stop by the biggest Harley Davidson dealership in all of Utah, which is the Timpanogos Harley. Picked myself up a little souvenir. A little ashamed to say that that's my first Harley Davidson t-shirt, but I have so many t-shirts, and when I go to the Harley store, which is kind of often, I can't ever find anything that I like. So finally found one that I really liked, and that's kind of how it goes with me in shopping. I don't really buy stuff unless I really like it, because I know I got so much stuff already that if I don't really like it, it's not going to get worn. So anyway, it was an awesome, like 80 to 85 degrees while we were there. I don't know what part of the world you live in, but 85 degrees with like very little humidity is perfect for me, especially if you're talking about the summer weather. And we came back to California last night about 7:30, and it was 100 degrees. Still at 7 o'clock, it was still 100 degrees. So yeah, it was kind of a slap in the face with the heat when we got back. But I'm out here, it's the next day, Saturday morning, and I'm out for a ride in the morning. It's late morning, so it's already up to 90 degrees. But actually had somebody ask about the jacket that I'm wearing, and the jacket I'm wearing right now. I'm not sure you can still get it. It's called the X-Cam Warrior, I believe, jacket, made by Harley Davidson. It's kind of the dark custom. It's got the dark custom logo on the back. It's my favorite jacket that I've ever owned. But it begs the question, because it's 90 degrees out, and if you watch any of my videos, you'll see me wearing my jacket and my gloves all the time, because that's just something that I do. It's something that's emphasized heavily in your motorcycle safety class, if you've taken one, that you wear your gear all the time. And I'm a firm believer in that. Every once in a while, let's say, because I live about I don't know, like a mile and a half away from where I play basketball, I won't gear up. I'll just wear my shorts and my t-shirt to ride a mile and a half. And I know that's bad because, you know, most people, I've heard some statistic, and it's probably been a while since I heard this statistic, but so it might not be true, but that accidents happen within like a mile of your own home, which makes sense to me because, you know, most people do a lot of their driving close to home. So anyway, I try to wear my gear all the time. So what I did was I found this jacket, and not only is this the most stylish and one of my most favorite jackets to wear. Speaking of motorcycle safety class, there they are now. Oh, it's like the honk as I go by. These guys are gonna get their license soon. Good for them. Anyway, off topic. So back to the jacket, which is my favorite jacket that I've ever had. This jacket is mesh, and it's not a textile jacket, because the textile jackets are the ones that are, you know, it's made out of protective material. This material is strictly made for me to have padding here in the elbows, in my shoulders, and in my back for safety. But all the way around, I mean, if you hold this jacket up to the sun or to the light, you can see right through it. So I'm getting the protection that I need when I ride, as well as being super cool. Now, to me, riding in the summer months when it's hot, and wearing my gear can sometimes be a drag because it's just so hot. And we'll get into those months here coming up, and you'll see me in videos probably complaining about the heat. But for now, having this jacket is such a I really lucked out, because when I bought it online knowing that I loved the style, but it's been a perfect warm and hot weather jacket, because again, like I said, I want to stay protected in the summer months, but I also want to stay cool. And to me, and this is maybe just a preference just for me and not for everybody else, because I see guys riding with vests on, or with their arms showing, t-shirts, whatever it might be. They're not protected up top, and that's a whole nother story to talk about, because in Utah and Nevada there's no helmet laws, which I find strange, because I believe the seatbelt law is a national thing in the United States. So seeing guys without helmets on and knowing that like you're required to wear a seatbelt when you're in a car, it's just weird to me. Anyway, again, off topic, but I got Utah on the brain. Anyway, so when I see people with their t-shirts on, I'm thinking, they don't want to wear gear because it's hot, and they don't want to put a jacket on because it's just going to make them hotter. But really, and this is in all sincerity, this is not just to say because I like to stay protected, is I actually feel cooler wearing my jacket when I ride around in the summertime than when I don't. And this is one of those things where, right, when you see people walking around in like the desert, they're not walking around with exposed skin, because that direct sunlight exposure to your skin is going to make you hotter. It's going to burn your skin. And again, this is not to say to the riders who wear their t-shirts and their vests with their bare arms, because that's more of a fashion statement, more of a lifestyle statement in general. But for me, I want to, this is something you'll hear me say all the time, I want to ride for as long as I can, and I want to ride for the rest of my life. And if that's only for a few years because I went out and did something stupid, or I went out and I got injured because I wasn't protected, or putting myself in the best situation to stay safe, then I'm taking away that opportunity and that privilege to ride for the rest of my life. So again, this is just for personal preference. But if you're out there and you're a new rider and you're thinking, I don't look so cool when I'm wearing a jacket, it's hot in the summer, I don't want to do it, this is maybe more just to reach out to new riders. But if you're out there on the fence about wearing your jacket all summer long, I'm just going to tell you, for me, if you get the right jacket and it has the right ventilation — when I'm saying ventilation, I mean this jacket here doesn't even have like they have these chest vents that I can open up, but this jacket is like completely ventilated. These are all, you can see it up close here. It's just holes all over this jacket. It's mesh. And so again, the difference too is when I'm riding on the highway at high speeds, I don't have to open vents in my jacket to not feel like I'm wearing a parachute, because I definitely have had that feeling where I'm on the highway wearing in the winter months, and I'm wearing my cold weather jacket, and I feel like a parachute. I feel like the wind is, I'm really fighting the resistance of the wind. For me, when I wear this jacket, there's no wind resistance. It's like it's making me more aerodynamic instead of less. So again, if you're on the fence about and you're a new rider and you're out there thinking, what should I get a jacket for the summer months, really go out there, look for a jacket that's going to protect you where you need the protection, but also look for a jacket, go to the store, hold it up to the lights in the store and see if you can see right through it, because that's going to help you stay cool. And again, it's not going to make you feel like a parachute when you're riding. And to me, these are all things that you want to take into account when you're getting a jacket for the summer. Now, I'm going to tell you this jacket does nothing in the winter months. If I layer up underneath this, I've tried it. I've tried wearing fleece underneath this. That helps to an extent. And I'll wear thermals, and it just, because it's completely ventilated, the air is just passing through everywhere on this jacket. You're not warm at all. There's no staying warm in this jacket. Now, if you're in a place where it only gets down into like the 40s, and like at the bare lowest, like in the higher mid 30s, which is kind of a lot of places, I think, in California, then you'll be fine. You'll be fine having one jacket like this and then layering underneath. But if you're a guy who rides when it's 20 degrees, 30s consistently, or for a longer period of time, you're going to want to look for a jacket in addition to this one for the cold winter months. So anyway, just a few pointers on your jacket, staying protected and staying cool in those hot summer months, especially if you live in places like California, Nevada, where it gets really hot. Arizona, I'm sure, New Mexico. You guys know what I'm talking about. Alright guys, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button down there, which is the thumbs up. And if you're so inclined, hit the subscribe button, which I'll pop up right over here. And you can check out what else is going on with me. I'll also throw up some links over here in this direction, so you guys can go straight to one of my other videos. Guys, if you're riding, be safe. And if you're not riding, get riding. This is that one guy, and I'm out.